Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi there, I'm Fenty Andriani. In this video, we are gonna learn gestures, speech illustrators, and emblems. Most of us use our hands and arms when we are telling a story or maybe explaining something, and this is called gesturing. It is one part of nonverbal communication. Gestures usually fall into two categories: speech illustrators and emblems. And they are gonna be our today's topics. First of all, let's discuss body language. Body language is a type of nonverbal communication in which physical behavior are used to express or convey information. Such behavior includes facial expressions, body posture, touch, eye movement, and gestures. Again, gestures fall into two categories: illustrators and emblems, which are going to be our main interest in this video. Speech illustrators. Speech illustrators are mostly used while speaking, so we use our arms and hand motions to add meanings to our speech. Let's say, for example, if we want to say the word big during a presentation and then we stretch our hands wide out in front of us, that is a speech illustrator. Although different cultures might have different forms of using speech illustrators, but they are still universal. It means that no matter where your listeners come from, they will be able to understand what you mean based on the context of your speech. Now let's discuss emblems. Emblems function like fixed phrases and do not depend on speech. They are able to stand on their own without speech to convey verbal meaning. Emblems or emblematic gestures are conventional and depend on social knowledge. So, for example, what is and isn't considered offensive in a particular social word. For example, in Britain, the use of two fingers, the index finger and middle finger together raised in a V shape, traditionally represents one emblem. It means victory when the back of the hand faces the sender, but when the back of the hand faces the receiver, it means I insult you in a very offensive way. Other example of emblems in Britain. In the case you have a secret which you do not want to tell or mean it's none of your business, and then you tap the side of your nose with your forefinger. Or maybe if you want to show that something is awful or disgusting, you make a motion which looks as if you were going to make yourself vomit by moving your index and middle finger held together towards your open mouth. The other example around the world is OK sign. This gesture or this emblem was popularized in USA. It means OK to a Westerner. It means zero to the French. So if a waiter shows us to our table and asks, "Is the table okay?" then we show him this gesture, the waiter might interpret that this table is zero or worthless. So in other words, he might interpret that we don't like the table. So be careful if you want to go to France and show this emblem. It means money to a Japanese, and in some Middle Eastern countries such as Kuwait, it denotes to the evil eye. So let's try to be careful when we visit different places, not to get the local emblems mixed up. The other example of emblem around the world is thumbs down. It is an indication of something that is bad or something that you do not approve of. It also indicates that something or someone has failed, and this is a rude and an arrogant way to indicate failure. Crossing a finger is considered a sign of wishing for good luck or fortune. It also may interpret that someone is hoping for something good to happen. Many other people cross their fingers before telling a lie because it is believed to countervail the evil that comes of the lie. Next, the moza. While talking to a friend, we may open our palm and stretch out our fingers. But if increased, this suggests that we are asking the person to leave us alone. Then, the moza in American terms is similar to the gesture that means talk to the hand. Meanwhile, displaying our open palm in front of someone's faces is highly offensive in parts of the Middle East countries. The last example is pointing fingers. In America and European cultures, it is considered rude to point fingers at others. It is considered a gesture to single out an individual from a crowd. This aggressive signal is not liked by many people because no one likes to be singled out. Even if you don't mean anything negative by it, pointing at someone or something with only one finger is also considered very rude and impolite in parts of the Middle East countries. Many people interpret it as if you are making fun of them. In short, when entering a foreign country, concentrate on reducing the broadness of your body language until you have the opportunity to observe the locals, because cultural misinterpretation of gestures can produce embarrassing results. A person's background should always be considered before jumping to conclusions about the meaning of his or her body language and gestures. That's it for this video. See you for the next videos. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.